Dear brother and sister in Islam, أحييكم بتحية أهل الجنة. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله الذي كتب العزة لمن أطاعه واتبع هداه، وكتب الذلة والشقاء لمن أعرض عن سبيل الهدى واتبع هواه. أحمده سبحانه وتعالى وأشكره لما تفضل علينا من النعم وأسداه، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، لا يخيب من رجاه ولا يسأم من ناجاه، وأشهد أن محمد عبد الله ورسوله اختاره ربه من بين البرية واصطفاه وطهره من الرجس والآثام ونقاه، صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلام ومن اتبعه إلى يوم الدين. Dear brother and sister in Islam, I testify there is only one God worthy to be worshipped is Allah subhanahu jalla fi'ulah. And the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam is the last messenger, and his character was the Quran. بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله ولتنظر نفس ما قدمت لغد واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون ولا تكونوا كالذين نسوا الله فأنساهم أنفسهم أولئك هم الفاسقون. صدق الله العظيم. Dear brother and sister in Islam, subhanallah, we're busy piling up, developing our career, our wealth, our education, building, get married, helping our kids to get the best education, investing in Wall Street, making profit, traveling, do everything. All this is for the benefit for dunya. What is the benefit yawm al-akhirah? All this, we say it in Arabic, عند الامتحان يكرم المرء أو يهان. It's in the time of the exam, you know what you study all the years, or you cram in of the night before, subhanallah, the exam. Husnul khatimah. There is two differences, the good ending and the bad ending. Inshallah, the topic bi'idhnillah we're going to cover is the good ending, bi'idhnillah rabbil alameen. فيقول ربنا جل في علاه مبشرا العباد المتقين بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. لكن الذين اتقوا ربهم لهم غرف من فوقها غرف مبنية تجري من تحتها الأنهار وعد الله لا يخلف الله الميعاد. Subhanallah. Imagine yourself at the moment of your death. What's thought cross your mind? What's the memory of family and friend? Panic, regret, remembrance of Allah? What is death? What has happened to us after death? What is life after death? That's the new strange world after death. Do we lose consciousness? So the person, all his life, what Allah has given to him, 20, 40, 60, 100 years, Allahumma sha'Allah wa give it to you, is the moment that you are fi sakarati al-mawt wa anta basaruka hadid. The time where you are, your life's being taken from you. You're sweating because you go sakarat al-mawt. Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam used to say about sakarat al-mawt, it was too heavy and you're sweating. Fadlu min Allah subhanahu jalla fi'ulah, husn al-khatimah. Somebody like dying is praying, sa'imin, mujahidin, muzakki, any good deed that Allah asks us to do and you died for, هذا حسن الخاتمة. It's a good ending. See, all those years that you're struggling, you're fighting, you go up and down, and that's the payment. That's, you know, what's your reward. Nobody's going to be there for you. It's you and the Alladhi who created Almighty subhanahu wa ta'ala. A lot of brothers and sisters have the confusion about على حسن الخاتمة, the good ending. I'm gonna cite some stories. It's relevant story from brothers and sisters. I have a cousin related to my wife who passed away recently. This woman, وَلَا نُزَكِّي عَلَى اللَّهِ أَحَدًا, she was in سكرات الموت. And suddenly she was speaking to the crowd, that she's a young woman. اسمعوا أيها النساء. And she said, somebody take the Quran from me. And somebody taking sajjada from me. And everybody was panicked. What's going on in that moment? And he said, please leave the room. The Prophet ﷺ is coming to I'm asking myself, what this woman has done. I never met her, I never spoke to her, she's related to my family. Leave the Prophet ﷺ. What has woman done in her life? Subhanallah, husn al-khatimah. It was another story of a man in North Africa. It was an alcoholic person. It's a true story from a tuqat. An alcoholic who doesn't care about deen, and suddenly somehow Allah opened his heart. And he went to the masjid of Salatul Fajr. All the brothers with a long beard, mashallah. See, sometimes ignorance has no cure. Be a good Muslim, you have to be so tolerant. You're not the judge to judging people. If an alcoholic walks to you, you welcome him. This is Baytullah. It's not your house. So that's the tolerance of the Islam. So he came in of the brother, take him out. He's like, من أنت الذي تقول لهذا أخرج من مسجد رسول الله عليه الصلاة والسلام. And this brother, this is a true story, and you could find it on YouTube. He walked and he was smelling alcohol. The Imam, he said, we still have a time. Let's let him take a shower and brush his mouth with little misk and let him pray with us. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala يقبل التوبة. So the brothers, he prayed with everybody when he make a salam. His brother died وهو ساجد لله. It's a moment that we have to think about our life, how our end will be. أنموت على طاعة الله أو نموت على سخط. يرحم الله الشيخ الشعراوي، عالم من علماء الأمة، مصري الأصل. Guy, he has done, most of the brothers know him from Pakistan and Bangladesh and all over the world. No Sheikh al-Sha'rawi. When they offer him a position to become wazir, as minister of the awqaf, he took it because for a little while because he felt embarrassed to see the president Hosni Mubarak. No. And then after that he said, I don't wanna. You know what he did? He went to the bathroom and cleaned in the bathroom because he felt that something nafsuhu. She took him, that's the pride of having that position. And this guy, when he was dying, this is from his son. He was talking to his family and his wife, he was by himself closing the door, and his wife tried to get into his rooms. So he stand up and he pushed the door. After a while, his wife, she was crying and complaining to her son, why your father's behaving this way? Then he come back, he learned him how to isti'dhan. Your son, when he come to your door, rooms, you have to knock the door. And he opened the door, he said, Daddy, are you okay? He said, I'm fine. He said, can't call your mother, I'm sorry. There is a lot of people here, sitting with me. A lot of people sitting with me. And I'm afraid if she walk and maybe they're gonna hurt her. Malaikatul Rahman. And his brother Sha'rawi, rahimahullah, this al-alim, he was sitting in the sakarat al-maut and he was sad at exactly the word. Man anta? Isa alayhi salam, Ibrahim alayhi salam. Allah, anta Muhammad. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu annaka Muhammad Rasulullah. Husn al-Khatimah. Brother and sister in Islam, Husn al-Khatimah is the rewarding that you're gonna get. Either one, you're gonna see makanuka fil jannah. You're gonna see it exactly. It is what it is. Or maqamuka fil nar. It's one ticket. Imma husn al-khatimah, good ending, or a bad ending. I could tell you a story relevant to the topic that happened to every part of the world from a Muslim country. It was a man, an old man, story, truth, old man. And Isa min babi al-ibrati wa laysa min babi al-istidlal. And Isa, he learned from Allah subhanahu wa jalla fi ulal, who those who came to the masjid the last and leaving the first. those people can go to hell. And Musa alayhi salam, Musa na Isa, Musa alayhi salam. So one day he spotted an old man, blind man walking to the masjid. He had the same characteristic. And this person, he's the last person coming to the masjid and the first one to leave the masjid. You gotta be careful, brother. This is very important to that. And one day, and he didn't see the guy, and he asked Allah, what happened? He said he died. He said, well, his place is in Jannah. He said, subhanallah, isn't it Allah? You said to me, that's if the person come in the last one in the masjid and he leave the first one, he goes to Jahannam. He said, yes. You know what this person said? He was walking the street, he's a'ma, kafif. And he asked the guy he's helping to walk, he said, where we are? He said, this is a big place. He said, ma awsa'a rahmatillah. Because of their word. هذا الله الذي تعبده. You cannot tolerate no crop from nobody. Imagine all this nation from al-Janni wal-Ins has doing to Allah every day. Allah, أنا أكبر مذنب في الدنيا وأقلهم إيمانا وأقلكم قدرا وأنا الحقير ولكن رحمة ربي وضعتني في منبر رسول الله عليه الصلاة والسلام. ليس من علمي وليس من فهمي. It's not because I'm a smart guy, I'm an educated, I'm nobody, I'm the last one you can think about. هذا فضل من الله يؤتيه لمن يشاء. Brothers and sisters in Islam, I give you the last one, not at least what is so important. One of the Sahaba radiallahu anhum wa arwahum, he was dying. He was saying, I said that in the past in a khutbah. He said I wish it was far away. I wish it was all completed. I wish it was new. All the Sahaba, they are more concerned. This is Sakarat al-Maut. What he meant by that. So when he died, they went to the Prophet ﷺ and asked him, Ya Rasulullah, هذا الصحابي ولا نزكي على الله أحدا. In the end of his life, that's what he said. They told him exactly. He said, first of all, when he said, I wish it was to be completed. This Sahabi, he was walking one day and he see a poor person, Maybe you just should do it every day in your life, you don't even see the reward. A poor person asking for help. A drug addict, an alcoholic, non-Muslim, whatever it is, a sa'il, he asks for help. We don't ask him your identity to help you. And he asked him he was begging for food. You know, that time was the people hunger. They don't have food like we do have, mashallah, an easy life, we do have it. So he cut half of the bread and he gave it to him. Allah subhanahu jalla fi ulah, the Prophet ala lisani Rasulillah showed him qasrun, a mansion in Jannah. He said, look, Allahu Akbar, this is all for me. I wish if I gave them the complete bread. Ya laytahu kana kamila. So the second one, he said, Ya laytahu kana ba'idan. So one day he was walking, he's an old man walking, he was crumbling, and an old person cannot even walk. Slowly he grabbed him in his back and he walked into the masjid. Allah in that time, Sakarat, to show him a mansion, triple what he has. And he said, Allahu Akbar, I wish if the distance would be longer, I will get more than that. هذا فضل من الله الذي تعبده. And the third one, at least, he was walking one day, because back in those days, everybody's poor. Sometimes people surprised. Go to Bangladesh, you're gonna be amazed how poor people are. Go to a Muslim country, you'd be surprised there's some woman cannot even have food to eat with her kids and she have no husband. This is not a miracle, not fairy tale. That exists in our Muslim community. That's why we don't do nothing. نسأل الله الرحمة ولا نرحم عباد الله. We should be ashamed of ourselves. So he had the old qamis and he gave it to him. Allah showed him a mansion, subhanallah. That time of Sakarat al-Maut, he said, Ya Allah, if I wish if it was the qamis, it was new, I probably have better days. سارعوا إلى مغفرة وجنة عرضها السماوات والأرض. Do not take for granted رحمة رب العالمين. Allah doesn't need us. I'm speaking to the jinn and the ins. Let's be more realistic. They are brothers with you here in the masjid. It's very important to do the right things before time. Don't take it nothing for granted. Don't say I'm gonna do the right things tomorrow. You have no idea if you could live 1 minute, 1 day, and 1 second. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, إن كان صواب فمن الله وإن كان خطأ فمني ومن الشيطان. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لكم تستغفروا تجدوه غفورا رحيما. أقم صلاة السنة.